House will come to order. Prayer by the chaplain.
It's a beautiful day. It's good to see you're so committed with the Twins home opener, but you're here in the chambers. We pause for a moment. We've been blessed with a beautiful day. We've been blessed with a wonderful state. We've been blessed with people who in this room have been elected by their constituents to represent them in the government of the state of Minnesota. So we come today and we ask that you would be with each of the representatives, no matter which party they are a part, that they would remember that they are the voice of the people and there is much work to do. So we ask that you would give them strength, wisdom, encouragement, and at times a little sense of humor in the midst of all that they do. May the work that they do benefit the people of our state, and may we continue to be a state that is a model for the nation. Amen.
The chaplain for today is Reverend Ralph Olson from Union Gospel Mission, St. Paul, Minnesota. Please remain standing and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. The clerk will take the roll. Clerk will close the roll. A quorum is present. The clerk will read the journal of the preceding day.
Journal of the House, 88th Session, 2014, 83rd day, St. Paul, Minnesota, Friday, April 4th, 2014.
There's no objection. Further reading of the journal will be dispensed with, and the journal will be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. Hearing no objection, the journal is approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. Representative Wagenius, what purpose do you rise?
Point of personal privilege, Mr. Speaker.
State your point of personal privilege.
Thank you. Members, I am very pleased today to introduce to you two members of the Cambodian Parliament, Kim Sovan and Kam Soka. They are touring the United States, visiting our state government to see how government is run. And they are accompanied by two of my constituents, Bunkim Chun and Bona Chun. Please welcome them.
Representative Abler, what purpose do you rise?
Point of personal privilege, Mr. Speaker.
State your point of personal privilege.
I'd just like to continue on with more comments about our fine Cambodian guests here. I had the privilege of attending an event that they were hosting last night in Bloomington, and there were 150 or so other Cambodians there. And I was just deeply impressed with their passion for their country, and I want to remind members that Cambodia is not free. And they don't have the privilege to say a Pledge of Allegiance like we do, talking about liberty and justice. They have injustice and unliberty and many, many problems. And these two gentlemen, which are referred to as excellencies over there in the Parliament, are amongst those trying to make a difference. And they also suffer from electoral fraud and some of the same things we talk about here, and over there it's life and death. Here we take it for granted. And members, you've already applauded them, but as we go forward, if there's something that we can do to encourage them and that Cambodia can one day be free, it would be better for that region and for their great people. And so it is my honor to have met you, fine people. And so if you get a chance to say hi, these are outstanding international diplomats. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Petitions and communications. The Chief Clerk will read the communication.
Communication from the Governor. The communication is addressed to the Honorable Paul Thiessen, Speaker of the House. Dear Mr. Speaker, I respectfully request the opportunity to address the joint meeting of the session of the 88th Minnesota State Legislature on Wednesday, April 23rd, 2014 at 7 p.m. for the purposes of presenting my State of the State message. Sincerely, Mark Dayton, Governor. Murphy E. moves that the House accede to the request of the Governor for a joint convention to hear the State of the State message of the Governor at 7 p.m. Wednesday, April 23, 2014, that the Chief Clerk be instructed to invite the Senate to meet in joint convention at 6:45 p.m., and that the Governor be advised accordingly, and that the Speaker appoint a committee of 5 members of the House of Representatives to act with a similar committee appointed by the Senate to escort the Governor.
Representative Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I know that everyone will be happy to know that the Governor is going to be in the House chamber on the 23rd. This is my motion, and I hope to have your support.
Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion prevails. Announcement by the Speaker.
Announcement by the Speaker. The Speaker announces the appointment of following members of the House to the committee to escort the Governor to the joint convention on Wednesday, April 23, 2014. McNamer, Savick, Yoruso, Grundhagen, and Erickson S.
Introduction and first reading of House Files. The following House Files have been offered for introduction today. The Chief Clerk will report the House Files and give them their first reading.
Introduction and first reading of House Files 43 and 3344.
First reading House Files 3343 and 3344. Representative Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I'm going to, in a moment, call for a recess of the House, and then we'll come back at the call of the Chair. Members, I intend us to go to caucus in 217, and I would imagine that we will be out for a couple of hours. I know that is the interest of the Republican caucus as well. So we'll leave here, go to caucus. I would expect that we'll come back around 2:30, depending on how our work goes. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I move a recess to the call of the Chair.
Representative Murphy moves a recess to the call of the Chair. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion prevails. The House stands in recess to the call of the Chair.